Hi, Claire Wasserman here, founder and author of Ladies Get Paid, and I build tools to make it easier to be ambitious. Over the past decade, I've worked with over 6,000 job seekers, and I have seen two major pain points. Number one, it's overwhelming, way too much to do with not enough time. And number two, what do you say? That's the number one question I always get. Claire, give me the script, give me the template. I got you. Welcome to the Get Hired dashboard. I've pulled everything that it takes to be a compelling candidate and put it into one place with action steps, dates, trackers, and scripts. I'm going to give you the step-by-step instructions of exactly what to do, when to do it, and what to say so that you don't feel like your brain's going to explode. You can think of it as your job search command center with everything that you need to do to make the job search process way more organized and way less stressful. This is an overwhelming time. And so I want to congratulate you on taking that next step to find your next role. And my mission is to make it just a little bit easier. A special bonus for those who join the Get Hired family, I'm going to host periodic meetups and sprints so that we can do this work together within a deadline, because I know we need it. At least I do. All right, let's get started. Welcome to the Get Hired dashboard. You're doing great. First up is the index. Quickly see whatever it is that you need to see. You can just click on it. It's hyperlinked and you'll get there. Start here. This will have the overview video, which you're watching right now, and an explanation of how to navigate Notion. By the way, it's totally free and totally awesome. Super easy. Just follow the instructions in the hyperlink. Then we'll go down to action steps. This week's focus. My best tip for this is focus on what will have a domino effect on all the other to-dos. So if you do this now, it will make everything else easier, and only focus on this week ahead. It's a snapshot in time so that you don't feel overwhelmed. Now, if you want to feel overwhelmed, click on this. Just kidding. No overwhelmed. I give you 5 to 6 week to-do list with an approximation of how long it will take you. So you can see right here in week 1, we get oriented in the right direction. Week 2, it's all about materials. Week 3, your LinkedIn profile. Week 4, networking. Week 5, applications. And week 6, interview prep. You can, of course, condense some of these things so that it takes you less than 6 weeks. My intention with everything is for you to not feel overwhelmed. So I highly recommend you follow my suggestions, and also everything's hyperlinked. So when I say complete career clarity prompt and you click on it, it's going to jump you right down to exactly where you need to look within the dashboard. But I know this can be a little overwhelming, so just click the toggle button so we don't have to look at it. I have some additional steps for career pivoters, which I go into more detail within the dashboard. I just didn't want to clutter up the regular to-do list for everyone else. So only pay attention to this if it's relevant to you. Now we've got the prep area. So this is the main area of the dashboard. Let's start with reflection. We're going to go into career clarity, some prompts for you to answer. This is all customizable, so you can write whatever you want in answering your questions. Here, continue. You got it. Go back. Things to watch out for. Red flags, green flags, your story. So the goal. So now notice here, doesn't look too overwhelming, right? This is my recommendation for creating a foundation that you can pull from as you create the rest of your materials, your resume, your cover letter, etc. Something to look out for. You may see examples. They're usually in yellow. I give lots and lots of examples, lots of scripts and prompts. And wherever you see a to-do, you can check it off. Really easy, not overwhelming, very thorough. Resumes, so to-dos and templates. Throughout the dashboard, you'll notice I have this icon right here. This is where there's examples, okay? So real resume, got a template to follow. Look at this guide. How to check and optimize your resume for ATS compatibility. All great information here. It's a toggle so that you don't have to look at it if it feels overwhelming. Template, just pro tips, prompts, examples, sample cover letter, and see this icon right here. Not only do I give you more examples, but I also explain why something is a strong example, the elements that make it compelling. And that's in this little comment. a way for you to get lots of information without getting overloaded. Your LinkedIn, we've got profile prompts and we've got content ideas and schedule. Got some pre-work and then sections of LinkedIn to focus on. See that little icon? And I've got some examples of banners right there. So as you see, lots and lots of templates for you to get a really good sense of exactly what to say and how to say it. Again, right here, examples with what makes this strong. Work experience, examples, and then what makes this strong. Skills, again, so fun to check things off. Recommendations. This is one of my favorites. So examples of how to request a LinkedIn recommendation to a former manager, to a close colleague. Content ideas and schedule. Ideas. Examples. A template. And then within each one of these content ideas for what you can share on LinkedIn, for example, a mini case study, I give you a script that you can copy and paste and put in your information. We even have a little section here on how to use AI to help create content with lots and lots of examples. The AI generated version, your enhanced version. And then a schedule. All of this, you can put your information in here. You can change the colors. I have formatting best practices. But again, you're going to be focusing on one section at a time. Personal website, website prompts, to-do list, hyperlinks, practice questions for interviewing. Tell me about yourself. What excites you most about this position, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And as you go through, you'll see my pro tips with scripts with multiple options for things to choose from. I can't tell you exactly what to say if I don't know your exact situation, and everybody's different, but there are good practices. There are frameworks to follow, and I have all of them in here for pretty much every scenario you can think of during the job search process. Delivery and follow-up for your interview, body language, voice and speech, etc., along with those examples. Now we're down to the target section. We've got a target list. This is when you do research at the beginning, looking for interesting people and companies. So not open jobs. I think if we only apply to jobs that are listed, we're actually losing out on a lot of opportunities. My goal is to get you in the door before the doors even open. I have a whole method on how to do creative research here that I walk you through, and then you can keep track of them right there. Job boards. I have hyperlinks to the most popular job boards out there. And then this section on outreach. I love this. You can export all of your connections from LinkedIn and upload them to Notion. I give you step-by-step instructions on how to do that. The reason I like doing it, and by the way, you're going to always want to put the date of when you last exported, is it's a very quick snapshot of who you know and where they work. I think having everything in one place, having everything within this dashboard is going to save you a lot of time. You don't have to log in elsewhere. You're not shifting between tabs, and your brain won't feel like it's going to explode. And then portal people. These are folks who are well connected, who could be helpful to your job search. And you're going to put their names in here and make sure you reach out to them. And of course, I have outreach templates. We've got pro tips and then different scenarios. For example, asking your network for help or reconnecting or cold outreach, et cetera, et cetera. And if I add any new ones, I will let everybody know and send you an updated dashboard. Finally, I have an application tracker down here. We've got top choice, mid choice. It's a paycheck. No shame in that. The company, the description, if there is a job listing, if there's a person that you're connected to, the status of the application, their loss, if you don't get it, the follow-up date that you intend to follow up on, any notes, links to your application materials, which, by the way, this short list up here is where you can put it as well. Listen, the job search is stressful enough. We don't need to be toggling between different Google Drives and sites and sources. If you need immediate help, you can book an interview role play with me or a strategy session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever you feel you need. I am here for you. This is not meant to necessarily replace other job seeker sites such as Teal. I'm a really big fan. This is more of a place to keep the to-do list organized, all of those action steps and micro action steps that if you're not tracking them somewhere, things will fall through the cracks. And worst of all, opportunities will fall through the cracks. Thanks so much for taking the tour of the Get Hired dashboard with me. I hope that you're feeling a little bit more confident, a little more motivated to tackle your job search, knowing that there is a tool here to make it easier. You will find your next opportunity. It will be better. And I'm here to support you along the way. If you're not quite ready to purchase this dashboard just yet, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to my free newsletter, Ladies Get Paid. Every week, I send tips to 50,000 people, now hopefully 50,001, on how to create a better work life. Now go get paid.